is, generally speaking, they've been holding way too much. Right? Everybody who's kind of a change maker has been dealing more or less with no allies and no support. So they have like one piece of the story that they actually are supposed to be dealing with, but they've been dealing with 80% of the story because you kind of have to, right? My one little widget doesn't fucking work if somebody else isn't building the whole car. So I'm out there trying to build a whole car in a really shitty way, right? And you've got a tire connected to a really crappy transmission. Well, our challenge right now is to say, okay, you're the tire guy, I'm the transmission guy. Where's the steering wheel guy? Let's find these people, and each of us drop all the stuff that you're working on that ain't yours, and figure out how to get better and better and better at actually fine-tuning the piece that you're supposed to be holding, and then finding the people who are holding the other pieces until that comes into a coherent, organized whole that suddenly, bam, instantaneously, out of magic almost, we actually have a car. I should tell you, by the way, that's going to be exponential. It will look really weird and confusing and ineffective as it's beginning to go up. So leaping through case studies, leaping through things that are practical on the ground and trying to solve concrete actual problems that are material, like N95s and ventilators and helping old people and helping teenagers and, you know, whatever food, whatever it happens to be, like real concrete problems on the ground, is great because it keeps your morale up and it keeps your razor sharp. You can't engage in this sort of collective masturbatory circle jerk of trying to pretend like you're going to change the world by waving your hands real hard and talking big talk. You're focused on the hardcore thing that's real, and if it doesn't work, it didn't work. Teaches you how to actually do that, while in the meantime, the meta problem of learning how to do that collectively begins to become embodied. More and more people get clarity on, oh shit, I used to be carrying 15 balls. I got to drop 9 of those right now. I can't even, the number of inbound inquiries that are coming to me through those 15, I can't even handle them. So hopefully you guys, here's somebody who's going to be better for that. Just route them away from me, route them to somebody who's better, and get really good at who's better. And then, okay, here's the 3 that I'm holding, right? And then now I take responsibility for making sure that everything that comes in there is high quality. We can't have any more half-assed, can't have any more like people who are, and I'm going to be very sort of mean-spirited. There's a class of people up here at the top who are the folks who are perceive the subtle, okay? The sensitive individuals. They've been talking about this stuff for a long time. They are not the people right now who are dispositionally or cognitively empowered to deal with problems at this level. That's not their job, right? They're the mystics and the artists who've been absorbing this stuff for a long time. We need to interface with them and pull out the deepest, most concrete nuggets of absolute wisdom that are like compressed diamond at the middle of the ball of coal. Pull that out and now begin to move that into levels of actualization. So this is an honoring of those who came before us, who brought the words of wisdom, but also recognition. The challenge now is to actually, in the act of honoring, the honoring is a crucible that melts away that which is in fact not real in the story and pulls out the actual most compressed piece of fundamental wisdom and must-haves and pull that into this constellation that's trying to assemble itself.